Managing different teams inside of a company can get really hectic really fast, and it is really important that all of the tasks inside of these different teams are really organized for the well-being of the company and for the correct functioning of these tasks and projects. For this purpose, there is a software out there that is really cool and really complete called Asana. Asana is a software specifically designed for team collaboration and work management. This software as a service has a free version and a paid version. Today I'm going to be showing you some of the free version stuff. So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Santiago. Today I'm going to be making a tutorial about Asana, as I was just saying. I'm going to be making two separate videos. On the first one, we're going to go about the basics of Asana, how to navigate the platform, how to use tasks and projects, and some of the basic stuff that the software has to offer. And on the second video, I'm going to teach you some more in-depth tools so you can get much more out of the software. So without further ado, I'm going to make my face disappear so you can see my screen. See you guys at the end. So this is the homepage of Asana. As I was just telling you a second ago, this is a service that was designed for team collaboration and work management. So the first thing that I want to show you before we dive inside of the software is how the hierarchy inside of Asana works. I have a tab open right here. This is from the Asana Help Center. As you see right here, the hierarchy is explained in this little pyramid. Right on the top, you have goals, then you have portfolios, then you have projects, and then you have tasks. As you see right here, we have some further explanation of what all of these items mean. The projects are made up of tasks, as we see right here. These are the building blocks for every initiative inside of Asana. These tasks that we see right here that are inside of projects can be broken down into more subtasks. So we have a more defined path of what different members of a team must do. The portfolios right here are like folders where projects can be stored, and the goals at the top right here are where you can track all of your team's objectives. So first of all, let's invite some teammates so I can show you how to create a project using these teammates. So I just wrote all of these emails to invite some people to our workspace. We can add them to a project we have already created. This is a project that Asana created when I first logged in. I'm just gonna invite them without adding them to a specific project. And as you see right here, they are added as collaborators inside of Asana. Now that we have invited some people, let's create a project. You can create a project two ways. You can go to the left right here to this plus sign, or you can click right here on the homepage to create a new project. You can use a blank project, you can use a template, or you could import a project from files inside of your computer or some other tools that Asana is connected with. We're going to use a template as of now. We have some recommended templates right here. We have a request tracking, we have a cross-functional project plan, a one-on-one meeting agenda, and an event planning template. Let's create a one-on-one meeting agenda. When we're setting up the project, we can meet with the people that we've imported. Since it's a one-on-one meeting agenda, we can just add one person. Asana asks us what's our relationship with this person right here. You can say that you manage this person, that this is a coworker, this is a peer, or if this person is your boss, you can click right here to you report to that specific person. Let's say that we are co-workers. Let's click on continue. We can pick some discussion topics for the meeting with this person. These are the suggestions that Asana created. Let's just leave that like that and create the project. So this is the way that Asana showcases the different projects that we have created. Right here on the list view, we have different tasks. These are the ones that Asana created when we specified that we wanted to do a one-on-one meeting. They are inside of this group called Next Meeting. These are some other different tasks inside of FYIs. We can add further sections for us to introduce more tasks. Let's say that we want a section to be called budget that we want to discuss with this person. Inside of budget, we can add different tasks. You can see who created the task. Since I'm the one that created the account, I'm the one that created all of these tasks. Asana tells us in which date the task was created, who is assigned to this task. We can click this plus sign right here and select from the teammates that we added just some minutes ago. We can add due dates to specify when we want this task to be completed. And we can further add different fields to further specify what we want in these tasks to be done. For example, if we click this plus sign right here, we can add some time tracking and we can select from different timetables, and Asana automatically sums up the time at the bottom. Let's say, for example, that in this meeting that we created, the assignee is gonna be this person right here. We can add a due date. For example, we want this to be done a week from now. We can select if this task requires a follow-up or not. Let's say that it does. And you can organize the different data regarding these different fields as well. You can organize them by name type. You can organize them by topic type. If you click right here, you can organize them by who created them, when were these tasks created, the assignees, if you want to organize them that way, the due date, or regarding all of the other different fields. And you can create as much or as many tasks that you want inside of these sections right here. This is just one way that you can see the information inside of Asana. We're in the list view, but we could, for example, see it on a board type of view. So it is not from top to bottom, but it's organized in different boards. I find that the list kind of view is more organized for me, but some people like this other point of view that is from left to right. You can add the sections to the right of the other ones, whether in the list one you add them at the bottom. You can also see it in a timeline point of view. So you have the calendar right here on the top, and they are divided regarding the days in which they need to be done. The dashboard lets you see in real time if the tasks have been completed or not. You have these different graphics for you to manage your different teams. The calendar once again shows us in a much bigger fashion what needs to be done in which specific day of the month. And those are basically the kinds of points of view you can see in Asana. And obviously you can go back to the homepage and navigate Asana this way for you to create new projects, to manage your tasks, and manage goals as well. That is the basics of how you can use Asana to create a project, how to import new team members to assign to different tasks inside of these projects. We went about seeing the information in some different ways. You can see it in a list kind of view, in a board kind of view, regarding your preferences on how you want to see your data of your company. As I was telling you, I'm going to be making 2 separate tutorial videos. This was just the first one, like the basics of how to use Asana. On the second one, we're going to go a bit deeper, seeing more of the other functionalities that Asana has for you to really streamline the work between different teammates and different areas of your company. Everything that I show you in this video is in the free version. When you first log in Asana, you have 14 days of free trial. But if you want to use the paid version, we have some affiliate links on the description box down below for you to use. If you're new to the channel, I really invite you to subscribe to check out all of the other tutorials that we have uploaded. Once again, my name is Santiago. Thank you very much for being here, and see you on the second part of the tutorial. I'll be reading all of your comments down below. See you on the next one. Bye bye.